Over the past 4 weeks, we've been introducing you to the finalists in the Governor's Environmental Stewardship Awards. We conclude our series today by showing you the winner. Monitor's Rick Treptow takes us to Stillwater Farms in Madison County, a family effort of Terry and Deborah Chandler.
Well, a dream was realized 20 years ago when Terry and Deborah Chandler bought the 200 acres that now makes up Stillwater Farms. The amount of land is all they had going for them then. The farmhouse and the hog barn were near collapse. All the land's topsoil was about gone from 2 centuries of row cropping on the highly erodible land. Now there are 145 acres of beautiful pasture, home to about 80 beef cattle. As the farm was redone, a seldom-used technique just gaining support from researchers was tried: rotational grazing.
Really made a commitment to it in the early to mid-90s, and it has made a phenomenal difference in our cattle production, in our forage production, in our soil management, forage utilization. It even has made a difference, surprisingly, in wildlife on the farm.
Terry made 8 5-acre paddocks and 9 10-acre paddocks using 5 miles of fencing. Add to that 1.5 miles of underground water lines installed to supply each area. There are 10 heavy use areas that are clean for the cattle to easily get water. The animals are much more organized, but there is no recipe for how long the animals stay in a paddock.
Try to manage it based on primarily the utilization for the good of the forage. We like to have a minimum of 30-day rest period between the cattle to returning to a paddock, and with that in mind, we have a lot of times we'll be able to harvest hays off the paddocks that we've left. We just get greatly improved utilization of the forage. Cattle are actually consuming a lot of forages that at times they would not have consumed before. So it's just tremendous benefit to us profitably as well.
Terry showed us around the farm. The 2 pullet houses remain an important part of the operation. The litter is used as fertilizer on the pastures. He also has 35 acres of timber and 700 tons of hay. He's a pretty intense manager.
Even though you're diversified, everything still needs to be top priority. If you can't, nothing gets to take second place. You still have to give all of your attention to cattle. You still have to give all your attention to poultry. You still have to give all your attention to hay to make sure you're doing the kind of job you want to do.
There are actually 2 ponds that were completely rebuilt. One became used for the family and irrigation. The other was just the old hog waste lagoon that closed down in 2003 when their hog operation closed after 16 years.
So we tried to get a little creative with that. Where it's located, it had the potential to capture all the runoff water from all of our roofs from our structures. So we pumped out all the effluent, cleaned out all the solids from the bottom, and we diverted water so that it catches and retains all of the runoff water from the roofs of all of our structures.
When Stillwater Farms was named the winner of the Stewardship Award during the National Ag Awareness Week in March, Terry stressed any of the 5 finalists could have won. They all have a deep commitment to environmental stewardship.
There's so many things we need to be doing better than we are, and we're moving in that direction. We want to do better. For me, it's more than just a practice or a collection of individual practices we're doing. It's a mindset, or it's an understanding that we're not really owners. I'm just here for a short period of time, and I've been given the privilege and the responsibility of being good stewards of this land that we've been blessed with, and I feel very much a responsibility to turn it over to the next steward in better condition than we found it.
I'm Rick Treptow for the Georgia Farm Monitor.